So when when 9 o'clock rolls back around, we'll introduce a brand new big deal, and this one will expire. So 6 easy payments of $158.33 will bring you the QVC 2 big deal. Here's what you're getting. You're going to get that Microsoft Surface Pro. You're also going to have that Surface keyboard. You're getting the new Vision digital pen, which I do want to mention, that will ship separately in a separate box. And then you're going to get 1 year of Microsoft Office. Yeah, we're talking spreadsheets, documents. Yes, so you'll have everything you need to get your work done. So our QVC 2 retail price is usually $11.89. For 24 hours, our QVC 2 big deal price is only $949.98. With Easy Pay, that works out to $158.33 a month. And if you have the QVC Q card, we have a special financing offer just for you that will break down. First, I want to introduce you, though, to our electronics expert. Brett Hamilton is with us for the next hour.
Fancy.
Oh, well, you know.
How about just kind of know stuff?
How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
All right,
Here we go.
This is exciting. It's really everything that you could want with the Microsoft Surface Pro.
And a lot of us go back and forth between when you're going to do an update. Am I going to get a new tablet? Am I going to get a new phone? Am I going to get a new computer? There's a lot of electronics to pick from out there. There's a lot of gadgets to pick from out there. And unfortunately, in the past, you had to make the decision between one or the other. Forget about the phone for a second. Do I want a laptop that does everything, but it's a little bit bigger and a little bit clunkier? Or do I want something that will allow me to work like a tablet, but then also do everything I can do on a computer? What does that mean? This is what I mean right here. When you see this pop up on a screen, this means that this is a fully functioning Windows 10 computer. But you tap a button and you have the versatility to do a lot of cool stuff that you can't do on your computer, because now we're using touch. We're using touch to go inside there and paint. We're using touch to go inside and manipulate documents and cool stuff like that I'm going to show you with the pen in a second. But the whole idea, and for the next hour, what I want you to keep in mind is, even though this looks like a tablet, it does. It is a tablet.
It's portable like a tablet.
It's portable just like a tablet. It has the body, it has the look, it has the feel, it has the weight of a tablet. Everything that we're going to show you is essentially happening in a computer disguised as a tablet. And the keyboard just makes the experience that much better, but the whole idea is that you don't have to make a choice between one or the other.
Well, this is available today in 4 colors, including a new color. So I'll take you through. So it's really you're choosing the color of your keyboard. All right, so taking you through, you have this available in your aqua blue. That's new today.
There's the aqua.
So it's that lighter color. And then right next door is your cobalt blue. So that deeper blue color in the keyboard. That's the more limited out of the 4 choices. Then you have your platinum. And
that's actually a new color as well. I know that's not in the notes or whatever, but this is the first time we've shown the platinum off as,
Very nice. And then we have burgundy. So if you want a little color splash. And along with, of course, the keyboard, you're going to receive the pen, which you've already put to work, and you're going to show us more that we can do, and a year of Microsoft Office, which is important because that's usually a separate purchase.
It is.
So it's all included in our bundle. So let's dig into the pen, because that is a hot accessory.
It is. They're tough to find, and the cool part about the pen is it really changes the experience between what you may have or may not have been doing with whatever device you had. For most of you that have a computer, whether it's touchscreen or not, you still get to certain points in your day or in your week or in your life where you wish you could kind of cut out the middleman. And by the middleman, I mean, what if it's a tax document? What if it's a permission slip, something that the school or the kids bring home and you need to sign? Well, in the past, you had to take this device or this document and print it. Then after you print it, you're going to get a pen and you're going to sign it. Then after you sign it, you're going to either fax it, for those of you that still have a fax machine, or more than likely, you've got to figure out a way to scan it and get it back into here so that you can email it. That's a lot of steps. I'm confused that I'm the one telling you about how many steps it takes. So what if you could go through here and do all the typing that you need to do up there, and then get down to this point and actually just sign your screen. Sign your screen and hit save and hit an email, and it goes. That's it. That's all it took. That's all it took to make this happen. And by the way, if you make a mistake, there's a little tiny button on here that becomes an eraser. And look at that. Magically, whatever you did wrong becomes right again. And you don't need a fax machine. You don't need a scanner. You don't need a copier. Anything that you do to this document can be saved and then emailed off to the proper place. I know it's a little early to be thinking about taxes.
Actually not.
Actually.
I'm getting the emails like, we're going to be sending you this form and this form. So it's coming, and this will make it a little bit easier. So when the accountant says, can you send me this and sign that, you can do it from your tablet, which is also your laptop from Microsoft. This is the Microsoft Surface Pro. It's the all new latest design. It's got some upgrades to it as well. So you're gonna find that it's powerful, it's fast.
Yes, it is.
It's super lightweight. All right, so another thing we could do with that pen, it's more than just like a stylus. You know, if you're thinking, oh, it's just an extension of my finger, it really is like a digital pen.
It is a digital pen. So whether it's for signing a document like I just mentioned, or it could be the fun stuff like painting and good stuff like that. There's lots of free programs that are inside here. One of the nice things about having the accessories that go along with a Microsoft computer inside a tablet is that you can get to whatever it is that you could do on a computer on your tablet. So if the kids need this as a device to be able to go and look at that, change the colors of the ink and all that other good stuff, this is something that they can grow with. This is something that they can use not only for fun, but also certainly to be productive. When you make this kind of investment, you want to be able to know that it's something that isn't necessarily future-proof. Listen, I don't know that there's an electronic device out there that will last forever, but wait till you see what we can do with this throughout the hour. And also, something we're going to discuss in just a minute, it's hard drive. What makes it so fast and what makes it so quick, and the ability to be able to multitask is what's going to separate it from just a tablet or just a computer. Because traditionally, you had to choose between the two. So what makes this a computer? Well, some of what I just showed you, excuse me, but more importantly, everything that's included with it. Normally when you look at a tablet, first of all, there's not a kickstand. And for a lot of you, you go, well, I'm not paying all that extra money for a kickstand, right? There's got to be more to it. Well, there is. So let's take a quick little tour so that I can show you what separates this device from a typical tablet. Now remember, it's a computer, but it does look like a tablet. Well, these are some big giveaways right here. If you look at the side of the device, it's got all these different ports on it, and these ports are important. One is for power, and obviously it comes with a power cord, so this is going to charge and stay charged and power up just like a computer would, but it's got a little bit different of a charging adapter. I'm going to show you that in a second, and I'm going to show you that for a reason, so stick around, because most of the time when it comes to plugging something in, it's not all that important. There's a safety feature built into this that could help this avoid an accident. Now, let's move down here to stuff you're actually going to use. Try to find a tablet, not a computer, but a tablet that's got a USB port on the side. That's a big deal. Now you can add additional storage space. Now you can move information from one device to another. Now you have the ability to be able to expand the memory that's inside. So having a USB port on a laptop is pretty traditional. Being able to have one on a tablet is a big deal. This allows you to plug it into a television through a little adapter that'll also plug into an HDMI port. For those of you that don't know what HDMI is how we're plugging in our gaming systems, our cable, and all that other good stuff. All right.
Well, already this is leaps and bounds past a tablet I have that it
Exactly.
had no ports at all except for the audio jack. That was it.
Yeah.
It had nothing else.
And this, of course, does. This has a headphone port on the side, a little headphone jack there, the little mini plug, as I call it. So if you've got headphones or earbuds. Speakers on this, pretty impressive. I was surprised. Usually when you're talking about a tablet or even a computer, most of the time you have to connect an additional speaker. You have the option to do that through Bluetooth. So if you've got a Bose portable speaker or one of those, you can certainly boost up the sound system. On top of all that, in the literal sense, you've got a power button and your volume up and down. Super easy when it comes to functionality on this, because unlike just a computer where there's a lot of configuring and a lot of stuff to do, this, because it's touch, and whether it's touch to the buttons that are physically on top of it or whether it's touch on the screen, makes the whole experience a lot easier to adapt to. Maybe this is the first time you've used a Windows 10 computer. You've got an older computer that's 5 or 6 years old. It's going to be a lot slower compared to what this is, but this is going to be a lot more user-friendly. Keyboard. For many of you, you look at this and go, doesn't look like it could do a whole lot when it's that thin, right? That's remarkable that this is not only a fully functioning keyboard, this is a backlit keyboard, which means if you're sitting, in a dim room or in the dark, you're watching TV and stuff like that, and you're messing around online, keys will light up. Now, check this out. Some of you will be impressed by this simply by the fact that it's going to make your life easier. How does this talk to the tablet? Well, in most cases, you got to get yourself what's called a Bluetooth keyboard, which means you have to know how to sync one to the other. You need to know how to make this talk to this or this talk to this. None of that happens here. Not only do you not need to charge this, but those magnets right there is what connects the keyboard to the tablet itself. So check this out. I'm going to lay the keyboard down and connect it simply by dropping it over top. That was it. Take it, snaps into place, you hear that click, and now the two are connected and they're connected to the point where not only are they physically connected, but now the keyboard operates your tablet without having to charge it, without having to know anything about how to sync the two together. And when it comes to technology, simple is better, right? Nobody wants to have to take the time to learn about how do I get the keyboard to work. I want to turn this thing on and start using it. As soon as you take it out of the package, the keyboard comes in one box, Surface comes in the other, smack the two together, the magnets connect, and they come
You're
to life.
off and running. But
That's
keep
it.
in mind, you still have that tablet functionality. You could always use your finger.
You can always use
on
your
the
finger.
screen. So it gives you
That should be their slogan. Hey, you can always use your finger.
But it's giving you the best of both
Right.
worlds.
It is.
That ease and convenience of a tablet, but also the power of a laptop in one. So let's kind of talk about that, tablet and laptop.
Well, we pretty much shown you everything that separates, without intentionally trying to do this, a tablet from a computer, right? A tablet is portable. A tablet is something that you pick up, put the kickstand down, and you carry it with you. The problem is that most tablets don't do everything a computer does, right? We're getting to this point where we're this close. We're this close, so it does almost everything a computer will do. Well, in this case, this is a computer. So whether you've got the keyboard connected or not, this will do exactly the same thing with or without the keyboard. Why are we giving you the keyboard? Because it's a lot easier, right? It's a lot easier to type on a keyboard than it is to open up a digital keyboard on here and be typing on the glass and stuff like that. So that's kind of what separates the two, what separates a tablet from a computer. But it's nice to know that now you don't have to make a choice. Now you don't have to say, well, I'm going to buy the tablet, or no, I'm going to buy the computer. Well, I need the computer because my kids need it for school, because my kids need it for the productivity and stuff like that. Well, now you have the best of both worlds. You're doing everything you could do on a computer inside a tablet. And a lot of that comes from the fact that not only do you have the Windows 10 interface, right? You've got the ability to do everything you've done before on a computer and a tablet, but you've got a faster system inside. I'm going to call it a system even though it's the hard drive.
Okay.
Because for many of us, we don't know the difference between memory and hard drive and RAM.
Why are
and
you
this
looking
and
at
all
me,
this other
Brett?
stuff. No. A lot of us don't know. Okay. But this is pretty cool. So for those of you that get frustrated, whether your computer is 6 years old, 5 years old, however many years old, 2 years old, the biggest pet peeve that people have about their computer is the speed. We all want to be able to turn it on, have it come to life, and then start doing something, right? Whether it's looking at a recipe, whether it's watching a show on your computer, whether it's messing around on the web, whatever it might be. For many of you, you turn your computer on, then you go do a bunch of stuff and come back while it boots up, while it starts up. Then you try to do something and it takes forever to get from A to B to C. What if you could turn your computer on and have it come to life like that? That's what this hard drive does. And I'm going to explain to you in a second how we can pull off this trick. But watch this. This computer, Gabrielle's computer, is completely turned off. It's not in sleep mode. If it was in sleep mode, it would come to life when I hit the keyboard. Watch how fast this computer turns on. I'm going to hit the button on the top, and we're going to watch as it instantly comes to life in real time. Now I got to get my face in front of this because it's set up to recognize me for a little security feature.
Okay.
Making sure it's me.
That's cool.
That's it. How long did that take? We didn't count this time. I would say there was less than 10 seconds,
Yes.
maybe 15 seconds. To now have a computer
On
that
and
you
ready.
that you can use. Look at that. And this is proof right here. Every time I hit the little Microsoft key, the interface goes on, the interface goes off. You can go inside here now and be able to actually make something happen.
Or now check that email or the contract somebody's just sent over to you.
Yep.
Mom, I just sent you a picture.
Whatever it might be.
Makes it just a lot more user-friendly and an enjoyable experience.
Yeah, and saving us time. I mean, how many of you could turn a computer on, have it come to life that fast, and then launch a video and have it play? Next time we do this, maybe somewhere else in the hour, we're going to take it, turn it off, turn it on, and